Eyes fixed on the ground, though, the goddess ignores them. Here, selling Hector's lifeless cadaver for gold was Achilles, after he dragged that corpse 3 times round Ilium's ramparts. Huge sighs welled from the depths of Aeneas' heart as he noted his friend's plundered armor and chariot, his actual cadaver. Priam, too, whose unarmed hands stretched, pleading for pity, and he detected himself mixed in with Achaean commanders. Eastern contingents, too, Black Memnon's own special armor. Here, leading thousands of Amazon troops, shields curved in a crescent, Penthesilea appears, all ablaze in her full battle fury. Bracing her naked breast with a halter of gold, fierce warrior Vergil, a woman who dares to engage with the men in their battles. While these marvelous works hold Dardanus' attention, while he stands stock still, eyes fixed, gaze totally focused, Dido the queen is approaching the shrine, supreme in her beauty, flanked by a numerous escort of youths. She appears like Diana, leading her dancers out of the banks of Spartan Eurotas, or along ridges of Canthus or in Delos, with thousands of mountain nymphs in a cluster about her, on this side and that. Yet towering high above all the rest as she strides, quiver strapped to her shoulder. Joy even tempts the impassive heart of her mother Latona. Such then was Dido, and as such she bore herself, confident, cheerful, right through their midst, intent on her tasks and the kingdom that must rise. Then at the entrance to Juno's shrine and under the temple's shielding roof, fenced tightly by spears, she sat, elevated high on a throne, issued laws to find rights for her men, and she justly portioned out various tasks, or assigned them by lot for completion. Now of a sudden, Aeneas observes in a large crowd approaching Antheus, with him Sergestus, along with the steadfast Cloanthus, and other Teucrians scattered by pitch-black gales on the high seas. Driven far up upon distant points on the coastland, stunned stock still Aeneas himself, and likewise Achates, felt shock, ecstasy, fear all at once. They are greedy to grasp hands, hot with desire, yet deeply disturbed by the whole situation's unknown nature. Maintaining disguise, clad in cavernous veil and cloud, they are watching for clues. What has happened to these men? Where is their fleet beached? Why are they here? Delegations from each ship now are approaching the temple and shouting, "Yes," pleading for mercy. Once they have entered and gained their request for a personal hearing, Captain-elect Elonius begins quite coolly and calmly. "Ruler and queen, to whom Jupiter granted the right to establish this new city, the right to reign in, with the firm hand of justice, spirited peoples, we beg you, we suffering Trojans who've wandered every sea, keep fire, that unspeakable doom from our vassals. Spare us. We're righteous folk. Take a closer look at our quandary. We did not come to annihilate Libya's temples and peoples, nor to conduct pillage, rape, or carry off spoils to the beaches. Violence, pride such as this, isn't found in the souls of the conquered. There's a place of the Greeks called Hesperia. It is an ancient country, mighty in arms and strong in its richness of plowland, tilled by men once called Oinotrians, but rumor says their successors named both the people and land after Italus. He was their leader. That was our course as planned. Wintry Orion, though, rose with a sudden upsurge of high seas, drove us on unseen shoals, scattered us with the force of relentless south winds, deep among waves that crashed over us, deep into hopeless mazes of reefs. We few that you see swam ashore to your beaches. What kind of humans are these? What barbarous sort of a country tolerates conduct like this? Our welcome? They keep us from landing, start up a war, and forbid us to take a step over their borders. Even if you despise humankind and have no fear of mortal arms, be assured gods remember what's holy and what is unholy. No man was ever more just than our ruler. His name was Aeneas. No man was ever more righteous, more valiant in arms and in combat. If fate still keeps this man safe, if he's still breathing vital air from the skies and has not yet succumbed to the brute world of shadows, mutual fear has no place. You could well, with impunity, battle him as to who is more generous. In Sicily, too, there are cities, plowlands, and someone of Trojan bloodline, the famous Acestes. Please let us haul our storm-ravaged navy ashore on your beaches. Cut down wood from your forests to craft new planking gorge. So if we can go to Italy, comrades and ruler recovered, we'll be elated to go off to Italy, heading for Latium. But if our savior is lost, if the Libyan seas have your body, best of the Teucrians, father, if hopes for Iulus are useless, still we can head back to Sicily's seas. That's where we've just sailed from. There we have homes that are ready for us, and a ruler, Acestes. So Polonius spoke. The Dardanians shouted with one voice, total assent. Dido relaxed her expression at this point and briefly responded. Unknot the fear in your hearts. Shut the door on anxieties, Teucrians. Brutal realities, newness to power, compel me to order such measures, force me to post such guards the full length of our borders. Who couldn't know of Aeneas' people, of Troy and its city? Heroes, heroic deeds, and the blazing fires of huge war. We, Carthaginians, are not quite that insensate and heartless. Nor does the sun yoke his team that far from our Tyrian city. Whether you choose great Hesperian shores and Saturnian plowlands, or prefer Eryx's realm, and to have as your ruler Acestes, I'll send you safely away, and I'll help, with support and resources, or you can stay here with me upon equal terms in this kingdom, should you so wish. For the city I'm founding is yours. Beach your vessels, Trojan and Tyrian. Both shall be one and the same in my judgments. I wish the same south wind had driven your ruler Aeneas here, so he'd be with us now. For my part, I'll dispatch an elite corps, off down the shores with instructions to search the whole Libyan coastline. Maybe he's been washed ashore and is lost in our cities and forests. Spirits raised by the words she had uttered, the valiant Achates, father Aeneas as well, had been burning to burst through the veiling cloud for some time. Then Achates spoke first, saying this to Aeneas. Now, what kind of decision has suggested itself, son of the goddess? All is secure, as you see. Our comrades in fleet are recovered. One's missing, true.